Hey guys, what's going on? It's Anthony. I'm heading out to Kerrville, Texas from San Antonio. I'll be sitting in traffic for a little bit, so I thought I'm going to make a quick video real quick to teach you guys how to dominate on Craigslist. Now, with Craigslist, man, I like it a lot. I've been working on it for 10 years now. A lot of people say, oh man, I get crap leads off of there, or the leads that come off of Craigslist are low quality. But to me, those are people that kind of maybe they don't have that much experience with marketing, or they haven't been in marketing for that long. I do every version of online marketing, but man, Craigslist has been amazing for me. Like I said, for 10 years running, and it just keeps getting better and better, especially since they started having the paid, where you got to pay to advertise on there. The costs have even gone up because it scared away all the spammers or the nickel and dimers, like the chuck and the truck guys. No offense to those guys, because I was there too, but when you have insurance and overhead and stuff, you got to charge the right prices. You can't get by with those prices, especially if you're going to be issuing warranties, protecting your reputation and your company. No, but yeah, Craigslist, man, it's been really, really good. So I was kind of back and forth with myself if I was going to make this video or not, because I thought, I'm going to create more competition for myself. But the more that I've been networking in construction and the more people that I've been meeting, I've been able to spread myself into more and more markets. So I thought I'd make this video, how to make $1 million on Craigslist Plus. And if there's no course to buy, none of that kind of crap or anything like that. I'm not charging, to get on a phone call with somebody. But I do want to teach you how to make millions of dollars on Craigslist. It's not that glamorous, right? Like, I've been in construction my whole life, so for me, it's just another day in the office. But if somebody's like worked a suit and tie in their whole life and they think they're above construction, then maybe this video is not going to be good for that person. But for somebody who's just wants to learn how to run business, how to turn big numbers, because I remember when I was trying to figure out how to make big numbers, I was always stressed out, and I thought maybe like rich people, they have this secret that they're not teaching somebody. So in a way, this could be that, right? But it is construction related, and like I said, some people are like, well, that's not my field, I don't know anything about it. To me, that's not important, right? I'm in construction because this is what I know, and it's what I've done like pretty much my whole life. But I don't sell based on knowledge. I don't sell based on exactly what I know, because that's not my job, right? I'm a contractor. I'm a professional marketer and a contractor. So I'll bring in the people that know what they're doing, who have all the appropriate licenses and equipment and knowledge, right? Specialized skills. You don't have to learn everything to make millions of dollars in construction, especially online. I like Craigslist. I think any person can become a millionaire with it. I think it just takes time, and that's what people aren't going to do. They have these unrealistic expectations. They think that they're just going to get this job or hit the lottery and now you're a millionaire. It doesn't work like that. It takes lots and lots of hard work. Even if you did win the lottery, and make a couple $1 million, most of those people end up broke, statistically. So you got to learn how to make it and keep it, and of course how to bring in more, right? Because when you make more money, you have more overhead, more taxes, more everything. So you've got to be able to create these funnels, right? Or these you got to be able to draw the business into yourself. So I'm going to teach you how to do that on Craigslist, the way that I do it exactly. And if you have any questions or something that you could add to it that maybe you'd like to discuss, or something that we can partner up on, that's what I've been doing. I've been selling myself, but the more and more people that I meet and network with, I find other people who are like-minded, who are willing to work with you, and that's been awesome. I've been able to generate leads in multiple markets, multiple states, and I'm building relationships with the contractors, right? So maybe this is the slow way to do it. I'm sure you could scale it somehow and plug into other networks, but I'm making contact with individual other contractors or marketers and teaching them what I'm doing, so they can kind of add some of their own spin to it. And then as far as contractors go, people are like, well, how are you going to give somebody that lead? If it's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, how do you know they're going to pay you? Honestly, I don't care. If somebody doesn't pay what they owe, then I just won't do business with that person anymore. No hard feelings. And again, I know that's probably not the best way to run a business, not the most efficient, but I'm just looking to build good connections, and you're going to lose some here and there. That's kind of part of the game. So what I've been doing on Craigslist is I will, first of all, pick a market, right? I'm in San Antonio. I cover all of South Texas. So I cover up past Austin and Round Rock, up that way. I've even done some apartment complexes up in Irving, the DFW area. I've looked at stuff in Houston. So anywhere down south, Laredo, Corpus, that's all my backyard. I mean, if I get a call, like right now I'm driving out to Kerrville, it's an hour away, hour and 15 minutes or something. For me, that's just a hop and a skip away. That's why I bought a diesel, so I can run everywhere. You don't have to do it the way that I'm doing it. You can, a lot of the projects I never see at all. I just take the phone call and I sell them to another contractor. or company, and I just take a commission off of that. So that's a good thing to do. I mean, like, you can be completely hands off. You don't have to have a vehicle at all. All you got to have is, maybe 10 to 20 minutes a day to be able to post ads online. Once you field the phone call, right? This is what I want people to understand. If you're the one fielding the phone calls, you're the one taking the leads, then you're the rainmaker. Everybody wants to talk to you. Companies everywhere. I have like 3,000 contacts on LinkedIn, and I have people messaging me, calling me, texting me, emailing me all the time. Hey, I found you on LinkedIn. How can we work together? What can you do for our company? Is there something that we can work on? Do you contract? I don't do any marketing right now as an agency. We're generating leads for other companies. Right now, the leads that I generate, I'll sell the smaller ones off, right? Just make $500, $1,000, whatever I could get on, a couple grand. Just to get rid of the lead. But what I've been doing is, as the bigger ones come in, I'll field those. So what I'm looking to do, and I guess kind of part of the reason I made this video, right, I'm going to give up some of my market share and some of my strategy of what it took me 10 years to learn on Craigslist. I thought I'd teach it for free. And then if somebody on here has never been in construction, never even been in marketing, and they say, hey, I can try that in my market, in my backyard, and you start running some ads on there and you get some traction. If you get a big enough project, I'll hop on a plane and I'll go see you. I have a guy who called me from Vegas, and he's looking at 900 squares of TPO. So if you come up with a job that's $500,000, right? Needless to say, I'm gonna hop on a plane Sunday and I'm gonna fly to Vegas and go talk a little bit with this guy. If you can grab a job like that, I mean, I'll kind of guide you through it, and I guess that's the name of the game, right? Because the first part is generating the lead. The second part is having the specialized knowledge and the business to put the job together. And not saying that you need me for that, but if you found somebody who you can work with in your local market that can help you do that. The thing is to get the inbound leads coming in. Now, you probably don't want this to be your first source of income if you've never done something like this before, because it could take you, a few months to get some traction. But I guess just starting somewhere and sticking with it, right? If nothing happens in 30 days and you give up, well, it's gonna be tough for you to make $1 million anyway, because you don't understand the staying power that you have to make those kinds of numbers. But if you can stick with it and just go month after month and develop your strategies and kind of develop your copywriting skills, which I could help with tremendously, and I'm glad to do so. I don't charge anything for that. So here's what I do. I'm just gonna go ahead and get right to it before I ramble on forever. You go on Craigslist, you select your market. I'm in San Antonio, so I cover anything in South Texas. So you post for multiple trades, right? So my primary business is commercial roofing. So I do commercial, industrial roofing, shopping centers, just the biggest buildings you can find. Those are the ones that I'm after, and usually re-roofs. I can do new construction, but I like re-roofs, especially insurance work, just because it pays so much better. Sometimes insurance pays close to double of what the roof is worth, just FYI. That's another trade secret that not a lot of people are going to tell you. But that's why I like commercial roofing. That's kind of my bread and butter. That's what I love to do. It's fast, easy money. You can profit up to $10,000 plus a day on some big commercial roofs. So I always have my eyes and ears open for those. If I was you, I'd do the same. But what I've been doing, I guess, without knowing it for years and years, is I've been advertising in multiple different categories that I think would attract my ideal client. So if you just advertise, let's say, for roof leaks, roof repair, flat roof repair, commercial roof repair, you're going to get a couple calls, right? But lately I've implemented a strategy where I've been advertising for asphalt and seal coating, maintenance, pothole repair, that type of thing. And I've been getting more commercial calls from commercial clients, big commercial clients who have giant buildings, right? So you'll have maintenance or your property manager, and they'll say, hey, we need, a quote on the asphalt, find somebody. So a lot of people know where to go online, or you go online and you type asphalt contractor in San Antonio, Texas, or Austin, Texas, then you're going to see 1,000 different results. Some of these companies have these beautiful websites where they've invested, tons and tons of cash. I've invested $110,000 in one site myself. So it can be kind of intimidating for a client to hop on there, find somebody, and they're like, dang, who am I going to call? Are these people going to try to close me? Are they going to send out a sales guy? Craigslist, all my ads. This is another trade secret too that I've been doing that I really don't tell too many people. So I'm just going to spill it all out. I always put text me, text preferred. And why, right? What's the reasoning behind that? Because texting it's more low pressure, right? Because you text, it's something psychological. You text your friends, your family members, your girlfriend, your wife, boyfriend, whatever it is. So if you say text me in your ads, sometimes I'll wake up and I'll have 2-3 texts, or we go to the river, we'll go tubing to the beach or something, and then I get off the water and I just check my phone and I have like 3 or 4 text messages with leads. So it's inbound free leads the way that I consider it. And I know you got to pay like $3 or $5 to post, but if you've been in marketing long enough and you're grabbing 4 leads for a $5 bill, those are free leads. Okay, I've spent millions of dollars now online marketing, and golly, I mean, yeah, I've done campaigns for $2,500, $5,500, $7,500 and got back 0 leads. So I've done everything, tried everything, physical, digital, I mean, door knocking, everything. And not saying that I'm the expert. That's why I said I'm looking to actually collaborate with people. That's part of the reason that I made this video. But I've done anything and everything, and if I can generate multiple leads for a $5 bill, then I'm gonna take that all day. But here's where the staying part comes in, right? Because people want to see consistency. I've noticed this for a long time. If you post one ad on Craigslist and people click, they search your name, they search your ad, and you have one ad on there, they don't know who you are, you have no credibility, very low trust. But if you post daily, right, or every other day for 30 days, right, 45 days before the ads fall off, and people can search and see that you've posted consistently 30 days in a row, they know that you're here to stay, right? So if you think about that, right, think about having 30 days worth of ads. If you only post one ad, $5, $150 a month for advertising, I mean, that's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. $150. So if you post for 30 days in a row, 60 days in a row, because let's say somebody's building a building, right? This is what I've been pushing for too, is ground up building erection. So if you have a concrete, asphalt, site work, utilities, plumbing, sewer lines, water lines, any of that stuff, that's going to land me some commercial properties, it's going to land me some commercial buildings, big asphalt parking lots, big concrete driveways. So you want to advertise for multiple trades in multiple areas. So around me, you have Corpus, Rockport, LaPorte heading towards Houston, Seguin, Victoria, Texas, Austin, Texas. There's a bunch of little cities around me that are lots of farmland. So I've been advertising for airplane hangars, metal buildings. And again, you don't want to get intimidated, right? Because, I've never done that, or I don't know how to do that, so I'm afraid to take that client on. All you have to do is generate the lead, and the rest falls into place. Then you bring in the people with the specialized knowledge. You call somebody and tell them, hey, I have an airplane hangar to build. It's 60,000 square feet. You're going to be everybody's best friend. People get real competitive because the project's so big, so they'll give you the right prices. Make sure they're licensed, insured, make sure they can pull permits with the local city or county. All that stuff's real important, right? So it's not about bringing in the cheapest guy and getting yourself into trouble and making yourself look like a fool or getting yourself into legal trouble. Get in touch with the right people that are around you. Start to advertise in your market to connect with new people. That's the easiest thing to do. If you don't know how to do it, I can help you do it. But that's it. I mean, it's that point in dry. I wish I had I could sell you a course or write some book, but it's that freaking easy. You hop online, you advertise for multiple trades, for multiple niches of anything that you want to be in, right? Make sure you want to be facilitating those projects, because the idea is to just sell them off and move on if you're thinking primarily like a marketer. But I've been a contractor forever, so I'm comfortable going out, shaking hands, and talking to people, kind of seeing what they want to do. And if I don't know what I'm doing, if I'm getting into something that's a little bit over my head, if somebody called me and said, hey, I want to build a 30-story hotel, I don't know how to do that, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start making some phone calls. I'm going to get in touch with some engineers, with some architects, have them put me in touch with the right contractors. I'll find the people, right? You can facilitate the projects as long as the money's there. The project's there, they got blueprints, they have a site picked out already, they got geoengineering survey already. You can advertise for all that stuff, for a geo survey. If you can come in as early as you can on these projects, then that gives you an opportunity to bid everything. And here's what you do. You don't have to be the lowest bidder when you do that. When you have multiple leads, you can bid what's fair, right? You can even be a little bit on the premium side if you're really, really good and confident, and you do good business. People don't care. They'll pay a premium. It's like the same thing. Like if you're going to buy a brand new Dodge truck, or you're going to buy an old beat up Ford. No offense, Ford guys, but if you're going to buy an old beat up truck, you're going to get what you pay for. So if you're a good contractor, you're honest, you deliver on time, people are willing to pay a premium. So that's it. Your idea is to come in as early as possible, as early as the surveying of the land, everything, so you can take a shot at the whole thing. Getting the leads is easy. It's real easy, and that's where the magic happens. Like I said, every company is going to want to talk to you. So if you can kind of wrap your head around that, just advertise multiple trades, multiple areas, any city or market that you want to dominate in. I know you can do this in multiple markets. and I fully intend to. But I just have a few other things that I got to put together. So it's meeting people in new markets, which I'm already doing, connecting with people on LinkedIn. So I have roofers in multiple markets. I don't have asphalt and concrete people in multiple markets. So if that's you, if you'd like to work together on something, I'll put my email down in the description, or you can text me on my cell phone, 210-288-4266. I prefer not to receive phone calls just because my phone's always blowing up. So I'd like to take a text message and see if it warrants a phone call, if we think that there's something that we can work with together on it, or if you have a lead and you say, hey, I accidentally just got myself on a $2.3 million roof, can you help me? That warrants a phone call. So send me a text message, let me know what I can do to help, but that's it. There's no ebook, there's no courses, there's nothing for you to buy. It's just free information, how to go from broke to being a millionaire. I hope the information was useful and this video might have provided some value to you. If it did, if you can click the like and subscribe button and tap the little bell. If you subscribe without tapping the bell, it means absolutely nothing. So you can get more notifications. I'm planning on making a ton more videos like these. I've been off to a slow start, but I'm going to pop in here every time that I can. I've been seeing a lot more open road as I'm bidding in different cities. So let me know what I can do to help. Again, don't feel like you have to be completely mobile to do this, or do it the way that I do it and sell face-to-face. Generate the leads and give me a call, and I'll be glad to chat with you and give you some pointers or some feedback, or we can partner up on something. Happy to help. All right, thanks everyone. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.